Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome. Yeah. Woo. Okay, wait. I added a bunch of new things today. I've been kind of continuing to change and improve everything about the stream, and shoot, captioning enabled. Input. Say hello. Oh, hello. Hello, Kayla. Hello, Broadcat. I hope I'm saying it right. Oh, bruh. And Zinu, welcome everyone. Welcome. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Wonderful day. And yeah. Hello. Can I call you Sakura? Hello, welcome. Yeah, I hope you're having a good day. So, as you guys might be able to tell, I did change a lot of the settings, a lot of the parameters for my model. I'm a little bit, maybe a tad bit too responsive, but I really like it. I really like the changes. I get to look at different places a lot more easily, and I feel just a lot more lively. Yeah, I hope you guys like it. It's not too jarring of a change, and I hope I can like portray my emotions a little bit better. I also changed some settings on the mouth so I can yap yap a lot more now. Yeah, but welcome. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys are have maybe drink some water. I have a bottle of water with me today. I've been told I swallow I drink water very loudly, so I'm like kind of conscious about it now. Oh yeah, and another change is I added some closed captions. I saw that I came across this like TikTok, I think, of adding some closed captions to the stream, and I hope it can help out if you guys get messed up with my poor pronunciations. Hopefully Google speech will be able to tell what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I hope I didn't make a loud noise. Today is gonna be a continuation of our kind of like, I kind of intended it to be just one or two streams, but I've been having a lot of fun with Passpartout. Basically, if you guys don't know, it's like a drawing game, and or progressing through art history. Yeah. So we've currently got to the 1700s, the 1800s. With today it will be realism and impressionism. I hope it's gonna be a longer stream because I have a lot more of the impressionism and realism paintings that I want to do. Hello, Killam. Welcome. Yeah, so one of the famous realism paintings we actually saw in the Louvre. If you guys remember, there was a painting. Let me see if I can find the picture to show you guys. What is this? Oh. Oh yeah, that's my selfie in front of the Eiffel Tower. But I'll have to. I'll just leave it on screen while I change it. Hopefully I don't show any weird photos. But okay. I need to go here. This one. Visit Paris. Louvre. Oh no. I didn't save them in JPEG form. I'll have to just use the image I downloaded online. Oh, it's so tiny now. But yeah, we saw this picture in the Louvre. not picture. Sorry, I meant painting. This picture, this oh god, this painting is called let me get the real full name. The Raft of the Medusa, and it shows everyone, like, I think fighting over it, fighting over the body, the head of Medusa, and then I don't remember. I don't remember the story. I'll have to go look it up. But yeah, we'll try to draw it. We'll try to draw it today. I don't know how it will go because realism paintings and I think impressionism paintings will be a lot more easy to kind of like get the gist of, right? Express some of the details with, and but realism paintings, especially these really, really long ones, like for this painting, the Raft of the Medusa. Oh, let me just keep it on screen, I guess. The Raft of the Medusa. It took the painter around like 6 months, or 8 months actually, 8 months to complete. So it was a very, very long project, and I don't know if I'll be able to portray a lot of the details from this drawing compared to some of the other ones that we've previously done. So we'll see, but you know, considering our track record, I'm honestly pretty confident I'll be able to do this painting justice, at least in a impressionist or express the main points of the painting, I suppose. Okay, without further ado, we will jump into the game. Yeah, let me make that for now. I hope you guys enjoy using the closed captions thing. I know I personally whoops. I know I personally really like to have closed caption just like under in the background, a little bit out of the way. So yeah. But as we continue, we will do I think we'll start off with one of the other famous iconic realism paintings called that's the wrong one, but that is also the wrong one. I'm supposed to do this. It's called The Gleaners by Jean-Francois Millet. I hope I said that right. Ta-da! It's this painting. I'm sure maybe you guys have seen it in, covers of art books, or just somewhere in museums, perhaps. And so, yeah, let's just jump straight into it. Oh, I should. You know what? Let's Fumi off of my shoulder today. The head pat redeem might be a little bit scuffed, cause I don't think it's attached to Fumi, but oh well. You can give my shoulders some head pats. But this way, Fumi, if you guys don't know, follows my mouse movements, so we can see Fumi kind of like follow the painting strokes, and that'll be kind of fun. Yeah, let me just put that into place. There we go. All right. After finishing this painting, I think we'll try to sell some of our previous works. Yeah, we have this one from last time. I'm pretty proud of this painting. We do also have, I think, a few more. Oh yeah, Death of Marat. This one, it's a little bit lighter on the details, but oh well. There's also this one. This one's a lot more how do I say it, like more like modern art. Okay, so all right, let's first, I think I will go and buy some of the art supplies because I do need a new large canvas, and getting some new ones can be helpful. So can be pretty good. Medium basic canvas. There's no large rectangle canvas, huh? Okay, let's just buy another few. We have some money to spare. Oh, look at it. Oh, wait, let me hide that. Oh. Oh my god, I'm lagging out the game. Oh no. Okay. Alright. We spent like 700 700 on canvases. I hope I will be able to fill all these canvases with paint. With cool works of arts. Okay, so let's bring back our reference, and taking a look at these colors, it's a lot more muted than before, right? It's a lot more, how do I say this? Like, duller, unlike Baroque, unlike, I'll just use my own paintings as example. As example. Unlike Baroque, where it's a very, very strong, obvious light source, right? All these other shadows, like, are literally black or black adjacent, and and so and also, unlike, what's it called, this one is neoclassicism. Neoclassicism is like a little bit of a mix between Baroque with the strong shadows and emphasis on lighting and dramatic poses to another work. I think I sold it, but here, let me show it. Over here. We also did a Rococo painting, which was the swing. Also, I kind of like, scuffed it, but it's a lot more, Rococo is a lot more like fitting of fairy tale. I think I mentioned this last time, but like fairy tale, fun feeling of art, and realism kind of is a very, very strong contrast to that. Most of these realism paintings either depicts a rather tamer scene in mythology, so like, the wrath of Medusa. There's still some dramatization with like poses and expressions and just like general composition, but for others, especially towards the Protestant areas of the world of Europe at that time, a lot of these paintings, a lot of these works of art are a lot more just like everyday life. People working the fields, people sewing, people just staring blankly into the canvas, into the artist's soul. So I think it will be a fun experience trying to. Oh, we have 37. Oh gosh, I might have bought a little bit too much. It'll be a fun experience trying to like emulate some of that. I don't know how much detail we'll be able to get into, but let's just start. Yeah, I think our pastel the pastel palette color palette will be a good friend of ours in today's paintings. We'll go with a tiny bit of, I'm just gonna, like usual, I'm just gonna try to blob out the things first. Blob out the things. That's a little dark, so we'll just go back with using this one. I will also bring out our little cursor. I can point towards exactly what I'm working on, and so maybe that can be a little bit of a better reference. Yeah. Okay. So I want to block out some of the horizons. I don't know whether I should use white or blue on this. Just to make things easier for us, I think we'll use light blue for the sky, and you know, and a little bit of green for the trees. Like, it's obviously a lot more. It's obviously a lot more. How do I say this? Mm, a lot more muted than the colors I'm putting onto the canvas right now. But I think this way we'll be able to actually highlight some of the buildings in the distance. Like we're trying to do these. Highlight the buildings, the, I guess, quote unquote skyline, and then we'll be able to also draw the fields. In like, I'm not very good with perspective, so you guys will just have to bear with me here. In this kind of like the rows and rows and rows and rows of fields, hopefully I'm able to like better showcase that these fields are being worked. I think these pastel brushes will be good friends of ours to indicate that there's a lot more to the eyes than it seems. So we can use a mix of the brightest color and the colors of the shadow in the foreground here. And something like this. And then for the crops in the background, just to show some texture, I'll give it a pass over or two like this. One main thing is you gotta make sure the edges are like nicely transitioned over. And then, you know, that kind of like does the job in a large macro sense, I guess. So, also to emphasize how dark things are, I'm going to use a little bit of gray as well. This way to just kind of like ground the painting and make sure that it looks kind of natural. It looks natural. Oh, the brown is... Oh, the gray is a little dirty, so I'm gonna mark it over. Wash it over with some brown, and then we can probably at this point go over to the details. Go over to the details on the trees. I like to, at least for these paintings, for these, like, you know, paintings in Passpartout, I want to start layer by layer from the back. Because if I'm happy with the layer in the back, then I can move on, right? And then whatever happens, even if I mess up and screw up the back, I can always go back and fix the back before I move on to the foreground. But if I'm working on the foreground, let's say I first drew these 3 ladies who are picking the fields, then drawing the actual fields behind them will be very difficult. I have to like be very careful not to smush the lines, smush the characters, and stuff like that. So, okay. Going to the trees, I want to make sure that they generally have some volume, some shape to them. So the first tree is like this, the second tree kind of like cuts off in a straight line, and the third tree is like a little bush. Yes. And so we can move on to using the light brushes to indicate that there is some shadow to these trees, a little bit like this. The main point of these brush strokes that I'm doing is trying to emphasize that there is a sense of layering, and so I want to use the light brushes to go over the shadows and kind of cut into the shadows to show that, oh, you know, this third one is in front of the second one, which is in front of the third one, or in front of the leftmost tree. And now we can move on to these houses. Now these houses, they seem, you know, pretty whatever. Like the details are lost even in the large painting here, so I'll just draw a few like height variations. There's a little bit of a round hut going on here, and then things after here. It seems like it's some sort of like, I don't know, greenery. I'm just gonna draw some green tops here, like this thing over here, these things over here. And so to show that these are individual buildings, we'll use, probably use light brushes to indicate this. And this way, it's not too bright, but I always can cut into the shadows by doing another pass of white. So what I'm talking about is, wait, let me first. A good way to make something stand out is just giving it a light outline, like what I'm doing right now. This way they kind of pop from the background and not everything is just mushed together. So, I'm actually going to give the trees a little bit of a background and outline as well to indicate that, ooh, they seem real. It's a little hard to tell that they're trees, but they seem green, so maybe that's good enough. But back to the point I was making for these lighter buildings, it's just, you can do this, and now the division between the buildings look a little less offensive in the way that it, like, stands out. And alright, I'm pretty happy about the background. I'm pretty happy about the field as well. It, like, looks good enough. Looks good enough. And that is that is sometimes just what you're looking for these in-game paintings. I wish I could spend more time on these, but more time on one painting is less time on other paintings. And now we move on to drawing out the outlines of these ladies. These ladies working the fields. Two of them on the left here, sorry, is in this like downwards reaching out, like picking like picking up a coin from the ground pose. So I want to kind of like frame them, place them in the right places. So I'll use their grayish color of their shirt. Maybe this one? No. Brown. I think that's good. Okay. Alright, so what I'm trying to do here is, I think I made the... Ooh, I think that stroke is too far, so I'll go correct it, and then go back to the brown. So her hand is somewhere here, a little bit off of the ground, and kind of somewhere in the middle of the third tree. Over here. I think that is a good place to put down our brushstroke. So like this. And then her head down like this. Her body in a kind of like upwards arching position. She might not look like a person right now, but give me some time. Let me kind of first draw out her person. Well, you can't really see behind here. It's like a little bit covered. So the hat is like this. She looks like a salt shaker. Oh no. Oh no. Give it some time. Give it some time. And the lady in the foreground here is, I'll use a different brown to help with distinguishing. Oh, that's too close together. I'll use a white brighter color, maybe? Brighter color, like this one. I'll just use the lightest color we have to make it stand out a little bit more. I'm going to raise her head a bit, like this. And then her back arches, 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 and stops. Kind of at the same height of the lady before. And she kind of goes down like this. In a little bit in front of the other lady. And then there's an arm outreached somewhere here. I think that looks good. I think that looks good. I'll go in and fix the details in a tiny bit. And then last but not least, last but definitely not least, I need to fix a little. Okay, I had some issues with like putting the horizon too high up. So we might feel some weird effects with the third subject of our painting, but oh well, that will just have to be. So the third subject has her hat into maybe a little bit smaller, like that. Okay. Yeah, I made a mistake. I drew it too big. Ooh, okay, I think her dress is also too big. The third lady is definitely the weakest. Actually, is the third lady, the third subject here on the right, the worst one, or is it the first two being too small? I need a redraw. It's fine to delete and try again, right? We can make the second subject a little bigger and also have her stand in front a little bit more so her hand goes down, reaches further down, and then we can go back to the first woman with a little bit of a bigger hat, a little bit of a higher hip, and then have the rest of her body be covered, but also have her legs come out in front a little bit more. And then we'll still have her hand reach down this way, something like that. Okay, so same things. First things first, we do the woman in the back first. The woman in the back has her body like this, so we can just color it in. It's gonna destroy the sketch of a little bit of the people in front, so it's gonna be fine. This is just the base layer, the color anyways, so that's fine. We can always kind of like, you know, ignore that. Okay, and so this woman has a turquoise-ish head wrap. But this color? That feels a little off. What about this color? That also feels like not rich enough. Maybe this color. Yeah. This color. No. No. What about this color? It's like a mix of all these colors. I like this one the most. We'll just stick with this one for now. And then we can maybe spray some other colors on top to 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 change it a tiny bit. So there's like these loose parts of her hat, her bandana, I guess, maybe, and then a brown shirt. A, yeah, okay, I like this color. A yellow, dirty yellowish shirt. And same things. We are going to first make sure that the body has the right colors before we do anything else, like shading. And so she might look like she's reaching her right arm right now, but once we draw in some of the face colors here, I'm gonna use a little bit of a darker, like in the shadow type. Yeah. Okay. Now it looks. I think you can kind of see that someone reaching their arm down, their right arm down in this case. And now moving on to, is that a dark blue dress or is that a gray dress? I can't really tell. We'll go with blue, and we can be proved wrong later. And you see how we did not end up with any of the brown on the base color? That's totally fine. Like, the brown is an educated guess that we'll end up using that, so it's completely fine to move on and pick a different color to mask it. But the important thing is you do not let any of the base layer colors show over. That kind of means that you like missed some parts or didn't fully color everything in. So same thing with the dress here. We want to go over and color a lot of these things, and then what I'm going to do now is start to shade. So there's a little bit of I'm just gonna use gray to shade this painting because a lot of the how do I say this? Like a lot of the lighting, the actual shadows are very colored in this painting. So I'm going to just ignore that for now. I'm just gonna ignore that for now because it's a little bit more difficult to distinguish things, to have a good looking painting if you add in the colored shadows, at least in this game, from what I experienced. So, okay, alright. We're gonna use gray shadows, and first things first, let me take a look at a bigger reference. So I know what I'm doing. Okay, alright. Let me move the bird over here. So to indicate that we are on the first woman, alright, shadows. The thing that we are seeing here is actually it's actually her back, so I got to fix a little bit of the face that we see into the neck. Right, like this And then the colors that we are seeing here is shadow, shadow, shadow on the sleeve, especially the bottom side. The overall sleeve is gonna be shadowed, and also the hand. The hand is gonna be shadowed. I'm gonna be lazy and not actually draw the entire hand, but there's also gonna be some shadowing on the crops to show that she is real. She is real. And so, okay, we go back to shading. The big shadow in this, for this lady, is her dress. It's her dress, because we kind of see the backside of her body bending downwards. I'm gonna use a really darker color, a dark black, to kind of showcase this shadow, and it kind of like, just lasts this much around the body. And then some small things, we are gonna use the brown, oh sorry, the gray again, is we need to show that she's kind of putting her other arm behind her back, and that's a little bit hard to show. So I'm going to do this. You can kind of see it, right? A tiny bit. And then her face is in the shadow as well, so I'm gonna give it a light cover. Like this. Oh, now it's a little bit too much meshed with the back. So something like this. And then I'll give her neck the dark shadow. Something like that. Okay. And to kind of like to emphasize that she is putting her hand behind her back, I'm gonna draw a little bit of the flesh color over here. A little bit of the flesh color. So it kind of makes sense. She's like bending downwards. Honestly, it's turning out nice. It's turning out nice. So we're gonna stick with the dark black for the dress. The rest of the dress's shadows are a little bit less emphasized, and especially since it's the rest of the woman here stands behind the other lady. There's a little bit of a foot here, but I didn't do a really good job of like showing the way the fabric folds in front. That's good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. And okay, so this area, I do want to give it a tiny bit of the shadow. Something like that. Something like that. I like how this is looking out. Turning out. I think yeah, I think it looks pretty good. At least I'm pretty happy about it. And then now we're moving on to the second subject in this painting. So for this lady, we'll name her oh, what should we name her? Do you guys have any ideas for a B name? I'm thinking she looks like she would have a name that starts with a B. Beretta? I don't know. Barbara. Alright, we'll call her Barbara. We'll call her Barbara for now. And so she is doing kind of like the majority of the bending over posture, breaking her back. So let's first start with trying to capture the same color of her, what's it called? Of her cap, of her uh hair thing, bandana. It's a little more fleshy. Maybe this color? Oh, I like that. I like that. I think that's a good color. And then we actually barely see her face in this pose. So, and also I want to make sure that her face and her skin color is a little bit different. So I'm gonna use maybe a brighter, or actually a yellowish color. Her neck kind of works the way back into the body like this, and then we go with the body. I'm gonna use the whites to indicate the body. Same thing, she has a similar pose, so her bum is kind of like a little bit more forward, or sorry, high up, highest point. And then color things in. She has a little bit of a arm pose down, creating a tiny gap. And then this is actually in a different pink. Oh, that's too much. That's too much. And so let's go with this again. And then we'll go with the flesh color. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We can obviously start to patch up some of the things that were outside. Like this, perhaps? And then move on to filling in the rest of her body. What color should they be? I want to use a pastel white here. Don't think this will make a huge difference, but I don't know. Could help in case some things show through, right? Yeah, I think my goal for today's paintings is gonna be just to try and portray that these paintings are just random everyday events, random everyday occurrences, instead of like a mythological, you know, David and the Goliath, or like, you know, some crazy story. And hopefully I portray that well. Gonna draw a little bit of a straight line to help myself with the guidelines. Okay. Alright, so here is the other hand. The other hand is holding oh, what is it called? Like a strand of wheat? Ah, I don't actually know. It's like a stick of wheat? No. Like this thing. Uh, I don't know what they're called. A strand of wheat. I'll just call it a strand of wheat. I'm sure it's wrong, but please do correct me if you know. But we should try and make sure that, you know, it kind of makes sense. And so a lot of the other colors here are also very gray. I need to, oh shoot, there we go, something like that. I need to make sure that the gray, the shadows are you know, in in conjunction to how everything else in the drawing, in the painting looks. So her body, everything here is very, very dark. It's in the shadows after all. And so we can honestly just use this gray color. It looks nice. It looks nice. Maybe it's a little bit more brown than gray in the actual painting, but that can be easily fixed. That can be easily kind of like adjusted. And so even the wider parts of the dress should be a little bit shadowed. And I'm gonna, for the darkest parts of the shadow, I'm gonna use black. Like before. Just to kind of like indicate this is some serious shadows. Some serious shadow action going on over here. This is some shadowy business. Okay. Looking at this, I realize I need to shadow in the blue dress a little bit more. Okay. I think I do need to wash it with the brown a tiny bit. Okay. Honestly, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. And so, one thing to fix is that I want to try and make sure that the stick of weed... Not weed. Oh my god. Oh, what am I saying? Oh no. The stick of wheat. The stick of wheat is, you know, clearly drawn out. And oh, okay. I need to find a right color. I'm just gonna stick with this color for now. Yeah, like that. That looks pretty good. And then I'm gonna quietly, gently draw it, color it darker, and now it stands out. Ta-da! Okay. Okay, okay. I like this. I like this. And it's important to know that her face is also in the shadows. Like this. Casts a shadow on herself as well. And half of her arm here is also in the shadow. So we can't forget about that. And her arm also creates a shadow towards the rest of her body that's actually pretty dark. So let's use a dark color here. And now this kind of like her body at least starts to form into a shape that like makes a little bit of sense. And so, oh, I think I do need to draw the collar a bit wider. So looks like, okay. Looks like her head is in the center of her body instead of like the neck just sticking out from a random side. To achieve that in a better angle, I'm gonna fix that and then go over it with the brown a little bit. Like that. Like that. Okay. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I think that is pretty good. It's a bit weird with how shiny her head is. So I'm gonna dampen it a tiny bit. And then same thing, dampen the sleeves. This is just to make sure that, like, you know, nothing in the painting is too bright, too stand out, if that makes sense. And then finally, we move on to the last subject here. This woman has a greenish, dirtyish green beret looking thing, or just head covering, I guess. So I'll just give her... I'll give her a greenish one. And then her shirt is in turquoise, so let's give her a turquoise shirt. Yeah, that color seems like it fits quite well. Her shoulders kind of go down and push into her pelvis area. I'm just gonna draw her a little bit bigger so we can fine-tune the details afterwards. And then her face is a little bit more brown than the others, so or it's in the shadow. I can't really tell from how little detail we have. So I'm gonna just like draw this, and also afterwards also add in a bit of the shadows. Then, ta-da! We are almost done with the blocking. I just gotta clean up the sides a bit, and also go back to this color. Okay, I like this. I like this. The one thing is, I do want to make sure that her shoulders seem like it's coming in front of her face. Like this surface, this thing that we're seeing is the back of her body, instead of somehow we're seeing the front of her body. So to kind of like drive that point home, we should go on to shadowing. Shadowing. The back of her body is in the shadow, so same thing. We just continue shadowing. Ah, I forgot. She's kind of wearing an apron, so we can use this color, maybe a little bit yellower, to indicate the apron, like this. Okay. Okay, but the thing about the apron is that also means there's a lot more shadows on the back. You know, the apron has its own layer-ish, so we need to make sure that the apron also gets a nice shade. And to emphasize the sharpness, we can first shadow it, then go over it with the original apron shadow to show that the edge is like, oh, quite, what's the word? Quite refined. And I'm gonna use a little bit of the blue here to show that the pants are a different color. But I don't want to go too overboard and like just replace everything. So I'm just gonna use light brushes. You can kind of still see the turquoise peeking through behind it, but it's not that clear. And then it's time to move on to the shadows. And the shadows over here are very, very dark, literally black almost. And her body, her shapes have an effect on the ground, so we can start to draw in the shadows on the ground here. I'm gonna take a little bit of a creative liberty, shall I say, to draw it, make it a little bit bigger, and then we can go back to, oh shoot, go back to pastelling everything, and then, okay, making that color in, and then going over it with a different brown, and then that kind of like matches things a little bit more than before, I would say. There we go. We kind of matched everything back to how things should look like. And away from these correctional marks. There we go. Yeah, honestly, honestly, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. There is a tiny bit of dark shadowing here that I gotta emphasize. Because actually the green goes in front. I should have done that better. Whoops. Green goes in front. Okay. I should have just done this. This is the only one that you can kind of see the details of the face to. So I'm making some extra efforts to make sure that the details of the face don't go just completely lost here. And also the shadows of the hat. It's actually quite dark. And then, you know, same thing. To make something stand out, you want to outline it a tiny bit. So that's what I'm doing with this. I'm gonna switch over to the gray to do the elbow. Elbows are a little bit softer in the shadows compared to everything else. And then we do that. We also go back to finishing the other hand. And then honestly, everything looks pretty good. We just have a little bit more of the shadows under the bag, under the apron, and then also in front, because of the way that she's holding some things. I will get to that in a second, to actually drawing the things that she's holding. But besides that, there's some like, you know, folding shadows here, a little bit of the shadows from the back. I'm just gonna like extend it upwards like this, and a bit of shadow over here, a bit of shadow inwards like that. That looks pretty good. And now we finally get to, oh wait, a little bit of shadow on the hand, and we finally get to the last thing in this kind of painting that I want to draw, and that is the straw, the straw in her hand. The straw, what's this called? The strand. I'll just keep calling it the strand. I can be corrected later. The strand of wheat that's in her hand, I'm just gonna use the same color as the other strand, but I know this one's a lot more condensed and different to draw, so I'm gonna add highlights and stuff later. And gotta make sure that all of it goes into her hand. She's holding everything. So a little bit of shadow, a little bit of highlights actually. So a little bit of highlights, a little bit of brighter highlights. Okay, to draw the brighter highlight, I'm just gonna use white. And that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I do want to do a little bit more shadowing on the side over here. And this woman has a dark shadow. That I kind of forgot to draw. Like that. And then, ta-da! Okay, a tiny bit of shadow under her dress. Like that. I think we are done. Do I have any criticisms for myself for this painting? I think the only thing is I could have done a little bit more with the background. Now that I've kind of blown it out to see the details, the background is actually quite interesting. So I kind of skimped out on the details on the background, which could have brought this painting to be a lot more cooler. But oh well. Yeah, not bad. This is called the Gleaners. I'm actually kind of curious, what does the Gleaners mean? The Gleaners, it's someone who gathers something in small pieces. For example, information slowly and carefully. So they are kind of like a type of accumulator, collector, or gatherer. Which makes a lot of sense. Okay. That means that they are actually gleaners of the fields. Oh, cool. Okay. Ta-da! Yeah, I think the only thing that I wish was a little bit different is if there is a saturation or some sort of like filters that I can change. I wish that was available because, like I said, the colors I selected just to try and make sure that these people are more seen. These ladies are more seen, causes the whole thing to be a little bit too saturated, too colorful, if that makes sense. And so I'm trying to remedy that by doing just like small brown, gray shadow, coatings, but that's not enough. So yeah, okay. Well, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty proud of this one. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. Yeah. Art book. Ta-da! The Gleaners. Oh, okay. So we first did the background and the fields, I remember, and then we drew in little salt shakers. But slowly, as we color them in, the body, the shapes, the poses, kind of make themselves seen, make themselves known, and the mistake here was to use the white backing, but it's okay. The turquoise looked alright. The green, the blue, the hats, the hands, they all looked pretty good. Mm, I think the strand of I think the strand of uh wheat on the third lady, the one on the right, could have been a little bit closer, a little bit more obvious, I suppose, if I added darker strokes. It looks so good. Thank you. Thank you. I hope it didn't take too long. It's like an hour or so. Oh no, stream is dying a tiny bit. I hope it okay. There was a portion of like hmm hmm okay. Let me know if things don't look too good and I'll try to fix it on my end. I'm I'm trying to see how I can still adjust. But yeah, thank you, Sakura. Okay. I did say we should try and sell all of our historical paintings. See how much they fetch. This one was Death of Marat, and that was neoclassicism, neoclassicism. Yes, that was from yesterday's stream, I believe, and this one took quite a while because of how much detail I wanted to add into the painting, but also I realized halfway through that I drew things wrong. Like originally, if you saw the body was in a flat shape, and now that okay, I move things around, I got I added some blood and everything. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And I hope this one fetches a high price. I also hope this one, the Baroque painting, fetches a really high price. I believe this one took a solid like 2 hours, an hour and a half to finish. Yeah, and mm, yeah, it looked really weird at first because I had the face of the subject a little bit too fat, and then I trimmed it down a bit. Started working on her hat, started working on her shoulders and her clothes right now, and then and then things just kind of like it was like dominoes. Things just fell into place as soon as I added the shadows, as soon as I added some details, and then as soon as I added the pearl earring, everything just looked right. Everything just looked right. I hope this one fetches a high price. Yeah. Okay. Close. What else? What else? These ones. These ones. You can kind of like ignore them. They're just like fun ideas. I tried to be creative, but it didn't look too good. At least I drew the French flag correctly. Liberty leading the people. Alright. Close enough, close enough. You can kind of tell. If I perhaps bring up the original reference, maybe that way it'll look a little bit more like it. Ta-da! You can kind of see it now, right? Right? But okay. Enough of that. There's also the swing. Also bring up bring up the reference so you guys are not like completely clueless as to what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I didn't have the patience to do so much detail for the Rococo painting. So yeah. All right, art gallery time. Art gallery. Let's see how much they all sell for. Okay, on the shelf you go. We'll start off with the three old ones. You know, when you place them onto the shelf, in the game, they look so good. They look so good, right? I don't know why. Maybe it's just because we're looking at things a little bit further away. It just looks right. I don't know. It just looks right. But, alright, well, time to open the store. Let's see. Come on. Who's gonna be our first victim? Or no, not victim. Sorry. Oops. I meant the arts ruthless to the wavering, ruthless to you. What does that mean? I think that's an insult. Not good. You get out of here, Lance Core. I don't want you here. I spent so much time on these paintings. I hope they fetch a high price. I hope they fetch a high price. My inner goal, target for this one in the middle is like 2,000. This one 1,700, 800, and this one's a lot cheaper. This one's like 500. Please. People with rich, deep pockets, come on. Please. Underwhelming realization of weakness. What do you mean? There's no way. Is it done? Art shop. Okay, there's apparently new art shops. I forgot about that. A swordsman isn't sharper than his weapon. Really? I can't believe it. I'm getting insulted here. No. Come on, Gerald. I know you're a... Yes. Yes. I can't believe it. 3,000. We're rich. Oh my god. We got 3,000 for... Really? 871 on one of the paintings I spent the most time... No. You need about... Now that we sold that painting for 3,000, Ooh. Ooh. I don't know. Maybe my target is all of a sudden much higher. Maybe you need 4,000? 4,000? Can we get a 4,000? Okay, no 4,000. Maybe 3,500. Come on. Hope. Come on. I know you have with your... Get out of here. Get out of here. This is way too much of a low ball. Alright. Lol. Lol, come on. Get out of my shop. No. I'm not giving these masterpieces away for barely the amount of money needed to buy bread in this economy. No, stop. Get out of here. I'm gonna kick them out. Get out of here. Oh, right. I have this painting as well. I did yesterday on my own. It's a little fan art of Limelicious. And I don't know. Maybe we'll put it on for sale as well. Let's see how much this can fetch. This one This one's a big one. Ooh. Come on, come on, come on. A noble woman can't engage in such depravity. Alright, fair enough. There is blood in this depiction, this painting. Oh, 1,369. That's a bit. That's a bit low. I'm sorry, Smell. Sticks sucks. Stuck using the same old boring. What do you mean? Okay, I'm sorry, Smell. That felt horrible. Ah. Hmm. Oh. Come on. Come on. No, get out of here. George. Imagine naming your kid George. George, get out of here. Well met. Landlord? Me? Goodbye. Goodbye. See ya. Don't come back. Don't come back. Alright, alright, alright. Who's this? Who's this? I don't recognize these people. I hope they're not here to cause trouble. I should. No. No. I spent so much effort. No, no, I want a good price. Maybe I'm too, how do I say this? Maybe I'm asking for too much. Yeah, all these prices, all these prices are kind of like, we'll give it another solid, maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Nope. Nope. No, 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 no. 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 Come on. Alright. I'm closing shop. Goodbye. We'll put the paintings here for now. On display. And, alright. With our newfound supply of cash, I will go buy some new art supplies. I don't remember where it is. They mentioned somewhere over this direction, perhaps? I know that there's like some better paintbrushes, perhaps, and also a little bit more color variants on the art colors palettes and stuff. Oh, yeah, I kind of like just quickly did that one. I'm not very proud of that artwork. I do really like to see that all of our artworks we kind of added together. And now they're all over the city. That's really cool. Okay, so marble tablet, ancient scroll, and gold silk canvas. They're so expensive. Michelangelo's metal point. Da Vinci's chalk. And happy tree stamps. Ooh, Bob Ross's favorite accident maker. Oh god, these are expensive. Oh my god. What do we do? Alright, so with our current cash, we can purchase 2 tools. And then we'll buy 1 canvas, 2 canvases, and that's it. Oh my god. That is it. Which one of these tools we aren't really using? I'll put these 2 back. Alright, time to leave. I believe the new requirement is to use the fancier tools to draw a painting. So for the next one, for the impressionist painting, let me try drawing with them. Let me try drawing with them. I see that it has some potential, but I don't know if it will. I don't know if it will be good or bad. Alright, let's open shop again. I believe we're supposed to draw our masterpiece on the fancy canvas. Ooh. Ooh. I still don't have a lot of the... what's it called? A lot of the important tools. Ah, man. They're offering $350 again. How did that one sell for 3,000? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh no. Alright, no. 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 Hello? Hello? Am I back? Am I back? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ooh. Okay. Someone's offering 542. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to change some settings to how stream was running. Apparently there's this thing I accidentally enabled that's called like enhanced bitrate streaming, which 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 my current internet can't handle, and so that was causing a lot of the issues, and the frame drop was part of the reason. I apologize. I apologize. I hope it looks better now. If there are any issues with the stream, please let me know. I think we should be able to be good for now. Yeah. Okay. All right. Back to drawing. Back to drawing. Back to drawing with the fancy stuff. I want to use the chalk. I think this is actually a really perfect moment. 1,156. Okay. All right. Let me close this. Let's watch this monumental moment. I'll go meet our customer, Harry. Yes. Yes. Ta-da. Money being transacted. And then we will add on our most recent piece of drawing. Ta-da! Gleaners. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Amateur. Ah, screw you guys. Screw you guys. These fancy pants people. Trying to make a mess of my store. Alright, back to the easel. We have the fancy canvas. And... okay, now we're going to move on to Impressionism. Impressionism, I need to find some... some of the more famous examples. So I'm thinking of Sunrise. Sunrise is pretty good. Woman with the Parasol is also pretty famous. Pretty famous. Lilies, water lilies, also pretty famous. Wait. Wait. We got an offer. Whoa. Okay. Yes. Charles. Take it. 2,133. Woohoo. Nice. Money. Alright, come on. How much? No, people are insulting me. No. This feels bad. This feels bad. But sometimes you do have to take criticism, even if, people word it poorly. There is there's some truths to their criticism. I think one of the main issues with this painting that I drew was that I did not make the background very interesting. And so that was an issue. I don't think um drawing so like I liked the subject in this painting. I like the subject in this painting. I think Laimu was decently drawn. It's not like the best of the best. I'm not I'm not Twitter artist quality, but I think the background could have been a lot more interesting, a lot more unique, and that wasn't really achieved here. Hmm. Okay, let's go back to our search for impressionism examples. My favorite is impressionism. What's it called? Sunrise, I believe it's called Sunrise by Monet. Pretty famous. There's also Boulevard Montmartre at night. Also a very famous picture, very famous painting. Impressionist paintings. What other one? What other one? Ah, yes, of course. How could I forget? One of my favorite paintings of all time. I really want to try to do this one. But this is called A Sunday Afternoon on the Island of La Grande Jatte. And so, this painting by George Sarkat. Surat is a very, very famous pointillism painting. I don't think we'll be able to recreate such such a good piece of art. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Alright, so first of all, let's go with sunrise. I want to use this painting as our fancy pants artwork. Can I go sideways? I think I can. I think I can. Okay, I'm kind of getting tired. Alright, everyone, get out of here. Alright, I need peace and quiet. I need time and space to create greatness. Alright, we will only use the fancy tools. Interesting. Ooh, okay. If we're going to use the fancy tools, this will be a lot harder, because it's not that easy to make this painting with just these two tools with a very close together color. And so, first of all, I want to go back to white. Okay. Alright. No. Let's first coat everything with the base color. Does that fit? I feel like not really. I don't know. The cool thing about looking at these famous pieces of art is that they're not very clear as to what colors it is. Like, look at this painting. Look at this painting, Sunrise, Impression Sunrise by Monet. Right? You can definitely tell that it's a little bit turquoise, it's a little bit yellow, orange, all mixed together, but the thing is, you can't tell for sure. You can't, like, distinguish the details on the lake. Is the lake a base color of orange with some highlights of turquoise, or is it the other way around, right? I don't know, I might be destroying a pretty canvas here, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We are using the fancy schmancy pants tools, so hopefully that earns us a place in the museum atop the mountain. Okay, I'll try to narrate some of my thoughts when it comes to this painting, and so all right. So first of all, we need to find a very bright orange, like this one, and that will serve as the sun. The sun is a deadly laser. Like that. That's close enough to a nice circle. That's close enough. And then, okay, in the foreground here, I'm going to start slowly but surely draw a little bit of ooh, ooh, I think I need to redo. This is way too low. So, okay, we try again. Let's see. I'm thinking we go and place it right here. Alright, that looks pretty good. Perhaps it's a tiny bit too big. Alright, I've carved way too much. Let's try it again. Whoops. Alright, I like that. We're just gonna stick with this. No more complaining. And, okay, so, my first thoughts is we have some boats in the front that's, like, a little bit unclear as to the direction, their detail. You can't really see it. I had the opportunity to see this painting in real life quite recently, actually, in the last, I think, couple years. And so I want to really, like, make this painting stand out, make this painting, like, really impress. And so I'm gonna try really hard to achieve that here. Okay. Oh, thank you for the hydrate routine. All right. What's it called? I don't know if the turquoise background was correct, but I'm gonna try to keep working with it. Yeah. I really like Impressionism. I think Impressionism is my favorite art movement. It's just, I don't know, it just feels right. It just feels right. Maybe it's like what I'm seeking out of a piece of artwork. perhaps that's like what I'm looking for in art, and impressionism just kind of gets it done for me. Gets the right, like, makes all the right, ticks all the right boxes, shall I say. Okay, that's way too bright. Maybe we'll use a dull yellow. Uh, okay. Yeah, I convinced myself that that the turquoise is not going to be helpful. So we'll switch the color to dirty yellow. Like a canvas yellow, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm only going to use the fancy brushes, which might be a little bit challenging. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. I really like Passpartout so far. It's been very fun. It's been very fun. I enjoy all the details about the game. I remember playing the first game and being very invested in like improving. I never got to finish the game because I was really scared. I was scared of kind of opening the game and actually drawing and getting criticized for drawing, and that was a lot of pressure. I At the time I didn't realize that the only person holding me back is myself, and so now that I've realized that, I'm a lot more confident, at least in trying to start drawing, at least in Passpartout. Drawing on the iPad and drawing on a tablet is it's a whole nother, whole nother level. But when it comes to drawing on, drawing in Passpartout, I think I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. There's a, okay, so there is some smoke that I want to like emulate from these pipes in the background. This is just to give you guys some like context, right? These works of art are during the it's like kind of in the 1800s, right? So things have gotten a lot more urbanized. Things have gotten a lot more busy, and so I'm actually just gonna Google Claude Claude Monet's impression sunrise. Let's see what. Ow! Oh my god! Ow! Ow! Scared me, Harper. Oh. Wait. That hit me so hard. I forgot what I was talking. Oh, right. The historical context of Impression Sunrise. It was produced. It was finished. It was what's it called? It was done in 1872, and so at the time, cities have grown to be larger and larger. Starting to be like factories and like places people work in close quarters. It's not, like the Industrial Revolution yet, but people have congregated. There's like Paris is becoming a very large city, and so you know you can definitely see like the origins of some of these pipe structures as I'm just gonna draw them like straight across. I hope I can try to draw things like close enough to how they should be. I want to find a different orange. Maybe we can use one of these. Oh, I like that. Okay. Maybe I should have drawn the sky first. uh, uh, I'm just gonna draw over this. We'll do the sky first, and then we'll start to do the foreground, and also some of the details in the water. Let's finish the sky first. Finish the color of the sky, finish the color of the water, and then water, and then we'll go back to drawing details about the world and such, you know. There was a period of there's a period of clarity here. There's a period of clarity on the bottom, so that kind of like makes sense. And then we can draw a little bit of space around the actual sun rise. And just to make some textures, I'll do light go-overs in these portions, but also go back to the tone of man porch and draw some of the more prominent oranges back. I'm also going to actually add a little bit of maroon into this. Okay, that is not the right color. I think this way it helps add a little bit more darkness to the orange here without actually changing it too much. And okay, go back to add a bit more. It's kind of hard to balance. Now it's like turning it a yucky green. I don't know if I like that. Okay. Oh, wait, because I'm using green. Whoops. That's because I'm using green. Idiot. Okay, I kind of like that. We got an art stream? Yeah. Hello, Antonio. Welcome back. It's been a while. Yeah, I'm drawing this is one of my favorites, but later we'll draw my all-time favorite painting, all-time favorite art piece, and yeah, so I want to make sure that I get all the details right for this piece of art, because I'm a huge fan of Monet. I went to see a lot of his... okay, that's not the right gray. I went to see a lot of his exhibits of water lilies. I think water lilies are by Monet, right? Just need to make sure. Water lilies. Monet series. Yeah, okay. A series of paintings by Monet. Yeah, and it's fine if the what's it called? The lines aren't very straight in the water because they are diffracted. Like light is diffracted on the water, so it's fine. We can afford to be less less accurate. But the smokestacks here, the smoke can be drawn a bit nicer, a bit neater. So I'm gonna give these smoke some volume and then mess up the bottom a bit. Yeah, something like that. And then the bottom is also... I'm actually gonna use a tiny bit of black on the main layer, so the brown can have some space. Like that. And then, it helps give the feeling of a mushiness, if that makes sense. And finally, we move on to the main part of this painting, and that is the turquoise. Okay, that was not a very good. Water lilies is pretty cool. So much detail. Yeah, I really like impressionism, mostly because of when I consume media. I think what I'm looking for is an emotional connection or an emotional reaction to whatever I'm appreciating, right? Whether it's a movie or a romantic movie, I'm invested in these characters and their relationships, or it's a you know, an impressionist painting, and I'm getting a feeling like when I see this painting, when I see, oh no, that's the wrong color. When I see impression sunrise, I see I get transported into this world, the history, the time period, 1872. I'm waking up, it's like 5 a.m., the sun is barely rising. It's this beautiful orange. And, you know, people are starting to, the city is slowly waking up to the, you know, to everyday life. And we get to see the city waking up. We get to see a beautiful orange sunrise. We get to see the smoke coming out of chimneys in the distance and the dock and the boats. I don't know. It's just very a beautiful scene to kind of imagine. And mm, I really like, I don't know what to say. I just like impressionism. And I think to that extent, I also really enjoy modern art, contemporary art, where there's a lot of thinking. There's a lot more thinking and a lot less, this is art. I'm drawing it. I'm drawing it as I see it, and you shall appreciate my skill. That seems like a lot of the old Baroque Renaissance period artworks, a lot of the post post Renaissance. There was a realism movement, right? Even though it's not exactly like photorealistic paintings, but it still tries to be candid. And I don't know, that just doesn't evoke the same feelings that I have for artworks. Do 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 do. So, okay, I want to make this painting a little bit more unique. I don't want to just, you know, try to copy one to one exactly how it seems, how it feels in this painting. So I'm gonna add some of my own flares, some of my own imaginations even to this painting. Maybe it, you know, maybe it destroys everything and it doesn't look good. Maybe it, you know, just like, yeah, like looks kind of weird, but I think it could be fun. It will be a little bit colorful. It will be a little bit colorful. Um, okay. Alright, I'm gonna start with the dark strokes. I need a darker color. I don't know if this is the right one. Okay, that looks good. We're gonna use lighter colors. This is gonna take a while. I can tell already, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. I think just a little bit more. I think I'm gonna go back to the pastel or palette and use some of these colors more. I need to be shorter on the strokes. When I try to draw, right? When I try to draw these stuff, I want to get into the mindset of the artist. Why are they drawing this style? Why is it that they want to capture this scene? What is the importance to them, and why did they think it was necessary to do what they did, make the choices that they did, have the same like feeling of art as they did? So I'm going to try to do a light go over on the top here. It seems like I get it. I get it. Okay, so this whole painting has a C shape of like the flow, if that makes sense. And I don't know how to describe it, but we just need to try to like bend all our strokes towards this direction and up out of here. Nope, nope, nope. And we can nicely cover that up. Happy little accidents. Happy little accidents. Okay. We have a few other colors here that I want to kind of incorporate as well. Make sure that those colors are represented. And then we go back to the yeah, I think some of the issues, this part is actually one of the rare parts that is fully kind of colored in and not just strokes. So I need to respect that. And then go back to stroking, go back to drawing everything in lines. I'm using larger stroke. I'm using larger and larger strokes just because I think it's not that necessary that I like draw everything exactly like the painting. And I'm also trying to add my own kind of ideas, flares to this painting. So this is kind of what I came up with. Just like larger, general, more messy, and see if we can still capture the same feeling, same essence as the artist. That's kind of my idea of like training, my idea of like why are we doing this? Why do we want to study ancient old art? Okay, and then we should move on to a little bit of a different shade. I'm gonna use a little bit of like thicker blue here. Heavier blue Then this way we can emphasize the turquoise. Like, give it a background, because I kind of just stupidly stupidly drew everything in the same color, and I'm gonna use a darker, an even darker pink, and then I need to go over back to the orange and draw out its orange. Have different variations. A little tiny bit of like white here and there that gets covered up. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of how the painting is currently looking. I think there needs to be some bigger changes. How do we do that? How do we do that? I think maybe it's currently too much color, actually, funnily enough. So I'm going to mash the colors together. Mash. Wow. I think especially in the turquoisey color area, there's too much variations. Honestly, that kind of looks a little better. Now that the water is a little bit more muddier, unclear, and let's draw the reflections of these smokestacks. And okay, I want to try to like emphasize that the smoke in the water is a lot more unclear. And then time for some more individual strokes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Wow. You can kind of tell that this is really just a masterpiece because it's so hard to capture the same feeling. Like, okay, let me actually draw the little boat now, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, the Baroque painting is definitely very cool, right? It's a very famous piece of work. Lots of people have seen it in The Hague. But this is just different. You can't capture the same essence of the painting, unlike some previous art movements where all they're doing, that's what I'm saying, like it's the emotional impact of the works of art. The emotional impact of this work of art is so much stronger and so much harder to do. So much harder to like make, and that I think is what might someone what someone might consider, why someone might consider Monet to be a tier above other artists. Ta-da! I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I think there are some things I could change, and I probably will change. And that's like making some of the brighter parts of the painting less bright and try to focus attention. Like have the sunrise draw you in. Ah, I wish I was a better painter. I wish I understood some of the theories behind why this painting is so attractive. But that's, I think, honestly all I can do right now. But yeah, sunrise. Woo! Looks really good. Oh, also a signature. Let's, Monet signed on the bottom left, so let's do Syphu. Oh. Yeah. Ta-da! We're done! Yay! There could definitely be some improvements, but I like it. I like it. I think at least this is what I'll... okay. I like it a lot. Don't say more. I think I'm just digging my own grave here. I find more and more flaws the more I stare at it. Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, okay, so as a result, let's press done. And then let's see if the museum will accept our painting. Maybe they'll maybe they'll think it's not good enough. But we'll see. Who goes there? Ah, a visitor. Please present your ticket. Without a platinum ticket, you can't get in. Got it? Since you were here last, the security levels have increased. I can only let you in if you have a platinum ticket. And you don't. Interesting. We need to get a platinum ticket. I'm not sure why, but the painting reminds me of a Kid A. Ah. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I understood your reference, but I tried my best. I think they look pretty good. There's not any similarities, but it came to mind. Ah, wait, let me take a look. Let me just search up Kid A, right? Kid A painting. Ah, interesting. I'm not sure if I'm looking at the right thing. Secret of Radiohead's Kid A and Amnesiac artworks. Is that what you're talking about? Radiohead album. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. I think at least from my like brief look into all the album arts, uh, it's very contemporary and a lot more. I think it has a lot of the elements of impressionism, like the sky, the way that they do the coloring is a lot more strokes and a lot like, how do I say this, rougher. Some of the painting pencil drawings, of course, are all very different than traditional styles. They still have whoever drew this has very clear, like, maybe I can take it and show it instead of just like speaking at you. um hmm Let's see. Let me see. Sorry, give me a second. Let me pick... Let me pick one of the main ones. I don't know. Like the first one, perhaps? Save image. Okay, so the ones I am seeing in Kit A is this one. I don't know if this is what you're talking about. I'm sorry if this is way too long of a tangent, but when it comes to art, I can just go on and on and on and on and on and on forever. I don't know. I also my opinions are very like amateur. I don't do art, so I can't say that much about art and like the techniques. But like, you know, you can see like these paintings, these drawings, these pencil drawings are it like from a far away kind of like look. It looks very good, right? It has the normal feelings of shadow, structure, but when you go into detail, like it has a lot of the messier strokes, and I can definitely tell what you the like the place where you came from, where it's like okay, the messy strokes kind of like come together, and so when you take a step back and look at these things, look at these drawings, look at these sketches, it becomes more a lot more obvious of the thing that they're trying to depict. And for this one, I'll just hide that one. This one, there's a lot of that same kind of like messier strokes. But for this piece of art, the reason why I think it's more contemporary is because like it's not like impressionism where it's large strokes, but usually it's like well-intentioned. This one, it has a lot more chaotic elements, and so I don't know. That's my that's my amateur take. Amateur take. Let me move that back. Yeah, there's a game on PlayStation, I think, which is an exhibition of the artworks. Ah, that sounds really cool. Alright, how do we get a masterwork? Sunrise. Ow, wait. Oh no, I hope I didn't destroy your eardrums. What happened? What was that noise? Okay. Maybe my computer's exploding. Alright, good. Oh, wait. Let me do a voice. Pretentious, fancy pants, lady. Good. Let's see what my friend thinks, shall we? Is that good? I don't know. Ah, my friend is here. Let's give him some space so he can get a good look. Okay, wait. Oh no. Do you see? Do you see the painting? Let me wait. Let me scoot over. Yeah. Do you see the painting? It looks so good. Oh my god. Even though in the canvas it was a little bit messy, but when you zoom out, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Look at it. Okay, wait. Let me move back. How do I move back? There. Snap. Yeah. Okay. Wait. I think that went well. He's always a bit hard to get a grasp of. W, yeah. I've got the article here. I know, he writes ridiculously fast. But before I show you, we need to get our promotional efforts in order. Okay, I don't know where I'm going with this accent. It's everywhere. It's all over the place. Nothing big, I just need a quote from you. When you think Adrian's, what springs to mind? Great upgrade? Visionary shop owner? Or exquisite design? We'll go with exquisite. Good, good. When looking at other tool suppliers, would you describe them as mediocre, limiting, or inferior? It's kind of limiting, I guess. Mediocre? Mediocre? Neither? Neither? Mediocre? Mediocre. Oh, whoa, okay, what is that noise? I'm sorry. I have no idea. Okay, I hope that doesn't happen again. I'm sorry. Couldn't have said it better myself. Good, good. I have everything I need for now. As promised, the article. I think you'll be happy. Take it to the curator. I think it'll be enough to change his draconic attitude. Oh, and a platinum ticket to the museum. I'll give you unrestricted access. Now, all up to you to show the curator your metal. Ta-da! Okay, let's go. Oh. Whoa! There's posters of us. Ooh. Wait, let me pause stream BGM for this monumental moment. And just listen to the in-game. Painter! Yeah. Right, let's go. Hello, door. I'm back. Glonk. Brr, shriek. Who goes there? Ah, a visitor. Please present your ticket. Oh, a platinum ticket. I didn't think I'd ever see one. Welcome back to the Museum of the Masters. Oh my god, I'm so bad with accents. Forgive me, that was... I know it was bad. I know it was bad. Alright, the curator. Hello. Oh, you again. Masterpiece. I don't think you've got a masterpiece on your hands. Show art. You've actually made some improvements since we last met. But does it really have a place in the museum? Do you belong here? Do you? Preposterous. Do you think you merely belong? Do you think you belong more than me? Is it? Yes. I doubt you deserve a place among the masters. What was that? Adrian! Adrian! Wait, no. Okay. I'm done trying to I'm done messing up this name. Pronounce. Adrian. Alright, YouTube video.
Adrian.
Adrian. Okay. Wait. I should do French. They're French.
pronouncenames.com.
Adrienne.
Adrian. Adrian. Okay. Adrian. Why are you here? You thought I'd be scared. You think you're the one... I think you're the one who's afraid. You're corrupt. Show article. What's this? The spirit of Monet reborn? This is from the top art critic. Wait. Wow. Wait, I'm thoroughly impressed that the game... Oh. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed that the game can... the game can recognize the art. Oh, wow. Okay. The colors blend together like a vibrant dance between a newlywed couple. You are a true artist. You must become part of this museum at once. I'm glad that my justified rejection of your inferior past has brought you back to me stronger. As the old tradition demands, we will once more open up the museum to the public. But before we do that, let's have a small ceremony first. Approach the empty slot and reveal your masterpiece. Wow, I'm actually so impressed by the game. I recognized that was my name. Wow. Hang art. It will remain covered until the public reveal ceremony. Okay. Marvelous. What are we supposed to do now? In the meantime, Adrian. Town square. Okay. Ta-da! Let's go! Okay. I'm in a very good mood. Can you tell? Oh. Okay. I'm confused. Hello. You? How do you like my new pop-up store? Don't answer. It's impossible not to like it. A new era awaits. The Adrian era. It's time for you to start working according to our deal. Benjamin? Survival of the fittest, my friend. With the success comes expense. When people stopped using his tools, poor Benjamin couldn't afford the shop anymore. And ta-da! At long last, this shop belongs to my family. Now Benjamin is sulking down by the docks. But enough chit-chat. We got more work to do. I needed to sign 200. Yes, you're right, so ineffective. Just sign one and I'll make my workers copy your signature. Never. Never. In the spirit of art. Your painting is displayed in the Museum of the Masters because of my hard work. Sign a fan card and arrange for copies. Damn, I downloaded the exposition and it has the most enticing hook ever. Really? Oh. Are you talking about the album? Ah. Okay. Let me see if I can find Benjamin. I feel kind of bad. Come and buy cheap art. Oh, Passpartout, how nice to see you again. The shop. My business suddenly dropped. I couldn't afford it anymore. Just some text, but kind of long. Ah. Oh, that sounds cool. You know, speaking of text, I want to really pick up reading again, and right recently I've been, you know, just on the collection front of picking out books to potentially start reading. Maybe I'm doing this too much and I should just start. But right now I'm looking at A Promised Land by Barack Obama, at Have and Have Nots, which kind of like talks about the economics of the world. I don't know why, but all the books that I'm interested in right now are like economics related or political stuff. So I'll give you guys an update if I do, if I finish them. Ah, oui. My business suddenly dropped. I couldn't afford it anymore. Have I told you my grandfather started that shop? Oh, he couldn't draw a stick figure even if he tried. But his supplies were used by all the greats. It was his way of making art through the others. For him, it was never about fame or money. He just wanted everyone to keep painting. But it's hard when you also have to pay rent and bills, right? I've tried to honor my grandfather's dream since he passed. Now it's time to follow my own dreams. Selling art has been harder than I thought. I'll buy. That wouldn't feel right. It's something I've worked on for quite some time. It's always meant for you. Please take it. It's yours. I'm happy for you that you finally got everything you wanted. Oh, I feel kind of bad. Okay. Alright, we need to sign this card, right? Alright, we'll sign. We'll sign it. That was kind of bad. Oh well. She gets a bad fan card, I suppose. Oh, okay, great. We get to redo. Ah, wait. I have a autograph card, autograph pen. Let me go use it. Autograph pen. We'll take that up. Yes. No. There are doors indoors. There are wait, okay. So this is the exhibition, and that's the hook. And there are doors indoors, and there are doors. Oh, wait, no. There are too many doors. There are doors indoors, and there are trapdoors. There are doors that open by themselves, and there are sliding doors and secret doors. There are doors that let you in and out, but never open. And there are trapdoors that you can't come back from. This is not a game. Take your time. You are at the beginning. So there must be an end. Some place will make sense. Some will never make sense. See you later. Okay, I probably should have like read that before I started reading it out loud. I apologize if that was incoherent, but that sounds interesting. Is that a game? Is that a synopsis for a game? That looks that sounds fun. Yeah, you know what? That's good enough. I'm happy with that signature. Let's go. Oh, it has all the old ones still. Interesting. Pen card. Yes. This one. Okay. Alright. It's the intro text I gave you. Ah. Interesting. Alright, let's move. We are finally at the top of the world. Top of the artistic world. Shall we say? And let's go. A young misfit broke and stole your art.
Where we have, there is the proud. The unworthy shake some arms.
What?
nein. Nein, Backe. Backe, meine Backe. Muss der Banki, nein. Achtung. Nein. Nein, Backe.
It's not okay. What?
Ja, nee, Backe.
A lot. Where's the a lot?
What? Oh, what? Backe. And now we are welcome. The time to grant and the place is wrong. And moment with a pushing. The fly to me. Puzzles and whips make the will.
Ah, this is Passpartout 1. Ah. That's a throwback. Okay. But what happened to our painting? Oh, it's not destroyed. Everything looks fine. Okay. All right. Okay. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I see. Ah, we could choose to put oh, this is a hard choice. We could honor the friendship between us and Benjamin. He helped us out. He was the first person to give us a place to live, guide us after we got kicked out on the first day. But I spent so much time. I spent so much time and effort on Sunrise. What do we do? What do we do? Hmm. The curator wants you to add your masterpiece. I'm gonna stick with our own. I'm gonna stick with our own. I don't know. Okay. I hope I hope it's okay. Now for the final flourish. Pull the rope to reveal the art to the world. Yay. Rope. Pull. Ta-da! Yay. Master Passpartout, you're truly the greatest. Museum glorious. The museum one stands whole once more. You're a true master of art. Just look at all the people. You're gazing upon your masterwork. In this museum, you'll be immortal, and I shall curate it to the best of my abilities. Cool. You've realized the dream of a true artist. No need to say thank you. This is a cool place. Wow. Can we look at these? No. Okay. Well. George, Hello, George. I'm glad my studio once again houses a master. Ah. Hello, Steve. Ah. Oh, oui. You followed your dreams and you actually made it. Inspiring. I gave up. I gave up on the accent halfway through. Bobby? Who's Bobby? Hello, Bobby. Would you look at that? You actually made it. Oh, this is our landlord. Okay. Well, all right. Ta-da! I probably never get into a museum. Ah, quite lovely to see the museum finally complete. I never thought I'd see the day. Okay. I do wanna go meet Synth and see what she has to say. Why did she ask Banky to steal the artwork? Oh, hey, you sellout. What? What do you mean? Hmm.
Du gros fromage.
Doing that to your buddy? Not sure what that says about ya.
Strålig poppa. Like sad, he's so bad, who carries. Like super, like gentle.
Interesting. Wow, okay. I see the game wants you to feel bad about Interesting. Oh, it's Benjamin's again? Oh, hello. Oh, you're the artist people chattering about. I got a job for you. Commission. Mommy gave me a small loan to start a business. And I got just the disrupting idea that will take this town by storm. T-shirts with prints. Not any prints, fancy artist prints, and that's where you come in. Design a cool t-shirt for me and I'll make it worth your time. Got it? Okay. Good. Interesting. Wait, let's see what other supplies there are. Anything new? No, doesn't seem like it. Alright. Let's open our store one last time. Note from Ben. Oh, dear Passpartout, I regret I did not get the chance to say goodbye. I hitched a ride to Paris. I hope I'll be able to find someone interested in my art here instead. If I don't know what I'd do. But old Ben will figure it out. I hope you've gotten everything you wanted. I'm happy for you and happy to see your art in the world again. Just promise me that you'll keep on painting, my friend. Yours, Benjamin. Good luck, Benjamin. I hope everything goes well for him. Make colors. Technophile. Right. Wait. Let me put up the other painting. Oh wait, no, it's already sold. Whoops. Okay. No. Oh, take it back. Wow. They don't like these two works of art. I think for the rest of the day, we will just try to sell these two and see how that goes. Ta-da! New palettes. Cyberpunk. Ooh. Hey, stop. These are my artwork. I'm honestly more proud of some of these two than than the one I hung in the museum. Let's take a look at all the ones that all the artworks that we drew today. So we started off with the Gleaners. Let's see this little time lapse. I really like this painting. This was honestly quite challenging because I didn't use a lot of the usual techniques that I would use by like outlining to make it easier to see that these are people. These are like the subjects. One thing divides another and stuff like that. I just kind of wung it and used shadows to try to try to highlight the differences, highlight the layers and the ordering, and I'm very proud. I'm very proud of the outcome. Right, let me save this. Snap. Next one. What did we draw next? We drew, I believe we had a short oh, I guess the next one was just sunrise. Interesting. Right. This one took quite a while because the canvas is so big and I didn't really know how I wanted to go about it. I had to use all the fancy tools, right? I had to use all the fancy tools. So there was a lot of things like, for example, I wanted to use some of the better shading and shadowing tools, but that wasn't really available. And I'm pretty happy to like start using strokes. I think that changed a lot of the elements that I was worried about, and ta-da! I think it looks pretty similar. Oh wait, do I still have Monet's sunrise? Nope. Let me change that. Yeah, look at that, Close enough. Close enough, right? I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy about how things turned out. Yeah, and I guess let's take a picture. We didn't get to a lot of the modern art. Unfortunately, I don't know as much about modern art as I do historical artworks. So I do think that today will be the final. Whoa! Oh my god! 2,856. Yes. Okay, so. Ha. I'm very happy about how everything turned out. And honestly, some of the paintings that we produced, that we drew, kind of scared me. Kind of like, not scared. Okay, let me rephrase that. Kind of exceeded my own expectations. I thought I'd do like some stick figures and some like some of the beginning works. Let me just go through the entire history. Okay, alright, screw you. The entire history. We started the game with our first piece of artwork, and that was the warning sign. And this is literally a stick figure. Fighting. We have to warn the people not to drown, not to jump into the water. There are dangerous fish. And so moving on after that, we then jump straight into drawing a cave painting, I believe. There might have been something else in between. Oh wait, no, it was this. This one was also one of my more proud works of art. This one, the reason why I'm so happy with this is I only had one tool at the time and the basic color palette, and honestly it turned out really well. Yeah, it's hung inside I believe Steve's restaurant, and we'll go take a look and see if we can find it. Yeah, it looks really good. I'm a little surprised. At first I thought it was just gonna be like, you know, very generic looking shapes and mountains. But slowly as we drew more and more, it just turned into something really nice. I wish I did a little bit more with the water, with the reflections, but oh well, you know, you can't be too picky, right? And then after that, I'll just only go over the impressive ones. I think this one was one of the commissions for the Rebels. I was kind of happy with how this one turned out because of the, I don't know, because of the design aspect. A lot of the previous and future artworks, I just kind of copy, right? I just not copy, but like try to replicate some of the historical artworks. But these ones are like a bit rarer. I tried to, oh my god. I tried to draw a Mona Lisa. I'll be honest, it did not turn out well at all. Avert your eyes, avert your eyes. Oh no, the nostrils look so bad. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I kind of gave up on the background after seeing how bad the face was. But you know, you can kind of see like I got slowly learned a little bit from the shading, and after that we jumped straight into there were some other works of art in between, but the biggest one was this one, The Birth of Venus. This took so long because of the 3 different individuals. No, 4 actually. Now looking back, there are 4 people. The face was really difficult to draw, but like I started to learn how to shade. I started to learn how to shade the articles of clothing. I learned how to make patterning and make it look, at least look nice, right? And I could have done a little bit with the background again. Backgrounds are not my strong suit, especially in this limited kind of medium. So then we moved on to the creation of Adam. Yeah, this one I wasn't that proud because I kind of skimmed on the background again. I just left it blank, left it white. But I started to draw more and more of the human body, and to learn how shadows affect the way that they are seen. And I think this one is like the last one that I would say is like not really good, but I learned a lot from it. You can kind of see. And then it was this piece of artwork, the girl with the pearl earring. Ta-da! I'm super proud. I'm super proud of this one. I'm super proud. It just looks really good. I think, I'll be honest, I haven't drawn something so good ever. This is probably the best piece of art I've ever drawn. And then, you know, moving on from the Baroque artwork, I drew some Baroque, but that one was just like kind of messy, right? Funnily enough, I had a dream yesterday night that I met one of my inspirations for Vtubing in the New York subway. So I decided to draw it, and this is what I came up with. If let me play it again. You can see I had an idea of drawing me as well, but oh well, it took way too long to draw Laimu. Well, and so I decided that I'll just skip that. But you can see, like, I started to learn how to shade properly. I started to learn how to add coloring, add outlines, and I relied a little bit too much on the outlines in this painting to like carry its visual presentation. But after this was basically today. Oh no, yesterday we drew Death of Marat. This one, it wasn't as much effort, I think, but it turned out very nice. So I learned how to draw quicker and more accurately. I'll be honest, Passpartout has been so helpful in just like raising my general level of confidence to drawing. Yeah, I can kind of see, like, I think I portrayed very well the like slumped over lifelessness of the body. It wasn't very like accurate. It wasn't very, you know, like photorealistic, this one, unlike the girl with the pearl earring. But I think I did a good job like showing the body slumping over and a corpse and how it's different than a human life like a lively body. And then we move on to today's gleaners. Very, very cool. Very, very nice realism painting. I had a lot of fun. I think all these, like, drawing the history of art has been a very good exercise in improving all my observation skills, my different abilities with drawing, like with outlines, drawing anime, drawing in the middle as well, drawing without much guidance, and without tracing as well. I think that's a big improvement for me. And from the gleaners, we then move on to impressionism. I think if I were to do one more last Passpartout stream, it would be to do the pointillism painting, my favorite. I'll show it. So if you guys don't know, this is a Sunday morning on La Grande Island. It's a pointillism painting, which means this entire painting is consisted of several thousand points, maybe even tens of thousands of points. I don't remember. By George Seurat. Yeah, and I don't know why. I saw the painting in the Arts Institute of Chicago, and it just like attracted me towards it, and I have like kind of fell in love with pointillism ever since. So that would be what I would do after, but this is what we got to with impressionism. Yeah. Impressionism is, I don't know, like I mentioned when drawing this painting, I just really like the emotional impact it has on me, and I don't think anything else has the same kind of level of emotional influence when I see a piece of artwork. And so that's probably one of the main reasons why I like impressionism so much. And yeah, every single time I go to a museum, I would always make sure I visit. Oh, sorry. I would always make sure I visit the impressionism branch of the exhibits. But yeah, that marks it. That marks the last piece of artwork we did in Passpartout 2. Yay! Hey! And so, kind of want to end the stream after we sell Laimu's fan art. But for some reason, people aren't really taking it. Come on, someone's got to buy it, right? I predict 5 more minutes. Really? I wonder why.